2 years ago in a video, I identified these as royal terns. They're not. I don't know why I can't remember the Caspian tern has the blood red bill, the royal tern has the orange bill. I've got no one to blame but me. I've got to have a good talk with myself. I'm an okay birder now, but I'd be a better birder if my younger self had had his act together. I've got an idea. Let me get my laptop. We're going to call him up using AAI. That's artificial intelligence. It's even better because it's more artificial. Computer, activate AAI.
Working.
Bring back Bob from 30 years ago. Who are you? Where am I? You're in the future. It's the year 2026. I'm you 30 years from now. What did you do with all my hair? Oh, wow. I haven't worn that sweatshirt in decades. How did I get here? I used artificial AI. What's AI? It's how the world ends in about 10 years, but that's not important right now. What is important is 30 years ago, you were just making a lot of mistakes that prevented me from being a better birder right now. There's stuff I should have known 30 years ago that you didn't learn. First problem is you used books wrong. I have all the guidebooks, and I still have them all. Computer, here, take this. What's that bird? Well, it's easy. It's one of these. Show me the bird again. Sorry, it flew off. How many times in the past have I said, don't look at the book, look at the bird? Describe what you saw. Well, it was yellow. What color was the throat? Was the breast streaky or plain? Did it have wing bars? An eye-ring? Well, birds have a lot of field marks, but there are some easy ones that are quick to see, and you can get it within 2 seconds. Make a mental checklist of what you see, then look at the book. Don't be a younger me. What? Is that what I'm going to look like in 30 years? I better get to the gym. What are the odds this was your bird? Every bird has its own page in the book. It's like they're all equal, but they're not. 2 warblers, this one and this one. Which one is more common in Maine? The common yellowthroat. It's got common right in the name. Right, so they're not, what? So they're not even near equal. Beginner tip, learn to identify the common birds first. You're going to see them much more often. What book do you use? Oh, I don't even use a book anymore. I use an app. What's an app? It's an application loaded on your smartphone. What's a smartphone? Boy, the next 30 years are really going to come as a surprise. Learn the easy birds first, then the rest get easier. Practice on them. Get out there and just practice finding the easy ones. Hey, it's taken me way too long to learn bird songs. What am I doing wrong? For starters, you're still using this. Where did you get that? Well, if I still have it, that means you didn't throw it away. And I don't even have anything that'll play a CD anymore. I listen through and try to remember them all, and then I just sort of forget immediately. Right. You can't learn them all at once. It took me years to unlearn this CD. Seriously, 80% of the noise is coming from just 20% of the birds. Seriously, I made that up, but it's probably pretty close. Once I get to know all the easy ones, then I could just work on the harder ones, right? Right. Don't make it complicated. Start with the easy ones that are making all the noise. Then add just a few at a time. Right, I'm still doing it. I'm picking up a few new songs every year. Now, here's another thing you're doing wrong. You were using the wrong CD. These came out later, making it a whole lot easier to learn birding by ear. The trick is to group all the similar sounding songs into categories. Peterson Field Guides, Eastern and Central Birding by Ear. This one broke it down into 18 different categories. Some of my favorite categories: mimics, whistlers, sing-songers, chippers and trillers, namesayers, warbling songsters. Well, how's that help? There are 269 bird sounds on here. If you hear a bird, it's one of 269. Good luck. That's just too many choices. Shrink the number of choices. If you hear a trill in my backyard, it's only one of 4 possibilities. Hit it. They all sound similar. Yeah, but not the same. It doesn't take long to learn the difference once you realize you only have to choose between 4 birds, not 269. I heard that. The trick is to divide all the songs into categories and then only deal with one category at a time and the small subset of birds in it. So sing-songy, trill. All right, Smarty Pants, can you tell the difference between a scarlet tanager, a summer tanager, and a western tanager by ear? No, but I probably know where I am, and it's only one of three. I can probably figure it out pretty quick. Group similar sounding birds into categories so that you can compare them easily. That's the shortcut to learning birds by ear much faster. What? Are those Swarovski binoculars that you're wearing? Yeah. I'm going to own some of those someday. I can't wait to get old. Yeah, that's the thing. You learn and learn and learn until you think you know it all, and once you get to that point, you start to forget it all. What was it? Caspian tern had the blood red bill, or was it the orange? No, the royal tern had the, anyway. Well, I got to be getting back. Not so fast. When I was your age, I wish I had spent more time understanding where this bird is that I'm trying to identify. It's the same thing. Wherever you are, the most common birds are the most common. Get to know the birds around the house, and then maybe in the neighborhood park, and then up to camp. Get to know the ones that are all around you making all the noise. All we're ever doing is sorting birds into piles, size, shape, field marks, sound. Piles of birds. So I'm just going through this book, looking through every picture one by one, saying, well, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it. Yeah, I remember when you were first starting out, you'd look hard for those birds you didn't know, when the trick is to really get to know the birds you do know so you can eliminate them. Actually, we start out by just sorting them into two piles. Either I know it or I don't know it. It's all about shrinking that list of possibilities down into something manageable. Help me out here. All sparrows look alike. Same thing. You're never going to be able to identify a savanna sparrow if you can't identify a song sparrow. And the first step is to say, well, whatever that is, it's not a song sparrow. Yeah, but I do know song sparrow, and they still all look alike. Yeah, sparrows divide themselves up by habitat. Where would you expect to find a swamp sparrow? Where would you locate a field sparrow? For that matter, where would you expect to find a marsh wren? And you'll never find a winter wren in a marsh. They're always in the forest. This is something I wish you had learned earlier. Identifying habitats. Because birds are really, really picky about where they want to be. And once you can figure that out, you can often tell what a bird is just by where it is. It's an easy way to sort birds into piles by habitat. Habitats are even more specialized. Let's take my own yard, well, your future yard. Hardwood trees, white-breasted nuthatches. Softwood trees, red-breasted nuthatches. They can be in the same yard, and here I got a 50-50 mix of both the trees and both of the nuthatches. But the more conifers I have further north, the more it's red-breasted. I get a little further south and it's mostly hardwood trees and it's mostly white-breasted. With just a little bit of experience, you can actually look at a habitat and have an idea of what's going to be in there before you even see it. Just pay attention to where the bird is. Look, I really must be getting back before my wife wonders where I went. Oh, she won't wonder. By now, she's really used to me disappearing. It's like, oh, was that an oriole I just heard outside? Okay, hold out your hand. Computer, Sibley Guide to Birds, first edition.
Working.
Look, there's over 800 birds in here. You expect me to identify a bird out of 800 possibilities? You must be drinking. Oh, I don't drink anymore. Well, I don't drink any less. The point is, wherever you are, most of the birds aren't there. Geography limits the number of choices, shrinks your pile for you. Unless you get a wandering vagrant, most of the possibilities in the book are impossibilities based on geography. Shrink the list. And David Sibley did a lot of that work for you. He came out with the Eastern Guide, which is everything east of the Rockies, and the Western Guide, which is everything west of the Rockies. And if it's in both places, it's in both books. Now, can I have our big book back? Oh, never mind. Take it with you. You're going to buy that book in about 4 years anyway, and look how badly you are going to beat it up. Oh, you're flickering again. The AEI is wearing off. Give my love to your wife. I will. Well, that's a lesson for beginners. I hope you learned it a lot faster than I did. So, sometimes the fastest way and the most accurate way to identify what a bird is to identify what it isn't. You may need the book to start out with, of course, but this becomes a habit real quick, and before long, you're just doing it automatically without even thinking about it. For everybody, and beginners in particular, the best way to make birding easier is to not make it harder. Practice on the ones you see all the time. The common ones, the easy ones. Practice on the ones you see most of the time, some of the time, until you get the hang of it. And then you'll know what you can eliminate from consideration when you see a bird you don't recognize. And once you feel really good about being an experienced birder, go to Costa Rica and you'll know what it feels like to be a beginner all over again. I have to remind myself constantly, look at the bird, don't look at the book. Look at the bird, don't look at the book. Well, I hope you got something out of this. Or if you didn't, I hope young Bob did, because I could use some improvement.